like everything's fine now, so what a nightmare start. But anyway, we are back, and so welcome back to everyone. Hope you didn't leave, hope you utilized the opportunity to get some progress or coffee or something, so we are back. And yeah, so we ran you through the lineup for this evening. So what's changed since season 1 to season 2? Well, basically season 2 we have you can drive with any assist that you want really in any tier, and we had a pre-season testing for all the current drivers to see what the pace is like, and in order to encourage our drivers or encourage the tier to be close racing, to make sure that we try to accommodate everyone and sort of like encourage close driving and close fighting and stuff. So hopefully we will see some of that tonight. So everyone seems to be out at the moment. I have taken you through the list of everyone. So it would be nice to pop in with a couple of new drivers. So let's get on board with Chapter Ron. So Ron Schutter, one of our new drivers in the Alpha Romeo. It's nice to see him on track. I think he's so excited as we were. So yeah, so qualifying 1, there's only 16 drivers, so we'll only lose one guy. Shame, only one guy we will lose tonight. So he will be the fruit that's not going through to Q2. 5 guys will be eliminated to go to Q1, which will be the top 3 guys for pole position. And just a reminder, this section is just to get through. The next section really is to determine which tire you will start on. A lot of debate during the week. Which tires should work, a 1-stop, a 2-stop. I know a lot of guys talking about 2-stopping and being a quicker way around the circuit. It'll be interesting to see what they do, Adrian. Ha!
Yeah, no, definitely. I just see we also had another little bit of technical error here. We were stringing both of us were stringing at the same time, but I coach my stream now. But yeah, I see Chucky already did a 1:22.8. And that's quite a quick time, I think. It starts in the first about 10 minutes, 8 minutes, and it's just 2 seconds behind. So yeah, it's going to be a very, very close qualifying, and like we did with the pre-season segment, we encourage close racing. So that's why we went through all that into the pre-season segment, just to get the guys in the same tier that, you know, you want to see that proper wheel-to-wheel racing all the time.
Absolutely. So I'm not sure what times to expect in Tier 2. This is sort of like the unknown frontier, almost like a Star Trek thing for all of us, I think. We're not sure what to expect tonight.
Yeah, I see the guys out on soft tires, but okay, it's still Q1. But I think the norm for this race is, my prediction is, the guys are going to go on a medium hard setup for the tires. So, what's your prediction there?
I'm not too sure. I'm just having a look at YouTube here for some other weird reason. Our chat is not enabled. I'm not sure if you can see any chats, but I can't see any comments anymore.
No, what I found is, I just shared the link now again, because the guys had trouble. Like I said, with the both of us, we were stringing at the same time. Sorry, that was just maybe a miscommunication between us. But yeah, the chat should be live now. Yes, Ignites is there, he says hi.
No, that's some old one. But anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on here. Cool. Yeah, so I'm not too sure about times. I'm not sure what is a good position, what is a good time to pole position. I think the 1:21.9 is extremely fast from Grimjaw Jagger. It's one of the drivers that we were not sure of the pace, and he might find himself in the wrong tier, unfortunately for him. But we will keep a close eye. And this, once again, this was something new that we've tried. So hopefully we can move drivers around early in the season so they don't lose the opportunity to win a World Championship or a Constructors Championship, but you are going to get the odds out where people are slightly slower or faster than what they should do. But let's have a look and see. So at the moment, Grim Jagger on top with Red Fuel in second. Super D in third. All three new guys. So we've got Titus in fourth, Adam Mason in fifth, and that rounds up your top five. At the moment, yet to set times. It's Electronic. I just want to see where he's on track. He's in the pits. Gea Buertas out on a set of mediums. Not sure why he went out on mediums. Zero to Cool also out on track now. Tones R has done a couple of laps. Oh, he's on a pair of socks, but hasn't set a competitive time yet. So let's see what Antoni can do.
No, definitely. Tony is one of those guys we have to watch out for because, as you've seen in the practice session, he got some speed somewhere, and I think he's being coached by the race engineer tonight, Conrad. I think it's a good pairing, and yeah, hopefully he can, put a good lapping and put the Mercedes up there.
It's going to be interesting to see. So this season again, everyone picked their own teammates, and the three top cars were both which is the Merc, the Red Bull, and the Ferrari. The rest of the cars were done by electronic draw. So hence, to contribute to the prize money, Mercedes making nice way there for the rest of the queue coming past them, one of them being McLaren. So very fast time there by Grim Jaw. Pretty sure that is a tier 2 time, not so much a tier 3 time, but we'll keep a close eye on what's going on tonight. And
no, definitely. I see Tones just posted a 123 now, 123.9, but we know you can go better.
Yeah, it's really just to get a time on the board at the moment. A lot of guys are getting at times. So yeah, we're only going to lose one driver tonight in Q1. So the top 15 will go through. So I'm not sure who's going to be. I don't think anyone wants to be that person who gets dropped out tonight. I think it's a bit easier when there's 20 drivers, not 16. But it's all in the pursuit of getting tier 3 full. Hopefully we'll have some new driver registrations. Hopefully we can get a lot of views, a lot of comments, and get some new drivers in there.
David, I'm just following Tones' teammate, Silent Knight, is also on a hot lap now. And it's looking good, but I see we've already got one retirement. Chucky 1698 has retired. I'm not sure what happened there, Andre. But, like you said, that Grimshaw, that's a quick time, that's a dirty time. So,
yeah, so if Chucky did make a mistake and he lost the wheel along the line or somewhere, he will not make it to although he set the time. He has retired then from the session, unless he retired from the session and think, well, it's probably as fast as he can go in this session on a 122.8. So I think that's a retirement. I think he's hit the wall somewhere. So that's his session done and over, so we'll catch him in the race. We will start from last, 16th. So at the moment, all 15 current drivers are still in the session will go through to Q2. So at the moment, I'm just going to check what the time differential is between the guys. So still almost a second between Grimjaw, Red Fuel. Then it's very close between, it's not as close as what we hoped to be. So 310s here, 410s, 510s there. But I think it is the first race of the season. I think everyone might be a little bit nervous. So let's keep them a benefit of the doubt and see. There's only 7 minutes left in Q1. And obviously we've lost Chucky already, so he will start from the back end of the grid. And he will have a free time choice.
Definitely, Henrik. I think that nerves are creeping in. You can see the guys. The times are not what they were in practice sessions and that sort of thing. And yeah, nerves can play a big part in this qualifying now. And like you said, it's the first race of the season. Yeah, anything can happen. It's the slightest thing, and everybody's going to jump for points tonight.
So yeah, also just to tell the viewers is that everyone drives with different assist in the tiers. So it's not like this tier is only for automatic or manual gearbox, and that makes it a bit diverse and interesting. The fact that you can drive with whatever assist you would like, as long as you go fast or encourage fast driving. We might be just changing stuff around and even speed, but at the moment this is where you are for 22 races. So a lot of the guys are doing, including myself and you, as kind of repetitive validations back there. switching off assist, trying to go faster on a different setup. So there might be a lot of guys also in the session who've gone from automatic to manual gears. I know we're on board now with FTRF1. He's obviously a seasoned professional in manual gears, so he hasn't been on automatic gears, so he is on the medium side, so he still needs to take the time. He only needs to get a time up, really, to get him through to the next qualifying session. So hopefully he can get a time in. But yeah, so it's not a straight fight in terms of what assist you can use. The only assist that we do, we move from the guard is the fit, all this is related to that. The fuel management, the ERS management, and DRS, so those things we give back to the driver, and so manage the race, manage the lap, manage the qualifying, which makes it a bit more interesting. But yeah, I see that gaps come down slightly, 0.6 seconds now between Zenzo and Captain RSA popping up in second, so Dahner really putting in a good lap there. Captain RSA, Red Fury in third, Silent Knight and Super D in fifth. I am still with FTRF1 on. I want to really see if we can put this horse somewhere close to the top 10. At the moment, he has a super competitive lap time, so there is a yellow flag in sector 2. Not sure what happened there. I can't see anything on track, but seems like Gerard's got this horse hooked up. It's a better looking car in the game in Australia than it is in real life. I actually kind of like it.
No, definitely, it looks good. And like you said about the assist, I know there's a lot of guys that went back to the medium traction control and braking assist on low and that sort of thing, but there's a lot of guys as well that moved from automatic gearbox to manual gearbox, like you mentioned, and it's quite good to see that the guys they are getting there, because if you look at our last season, we had the rule for tier 1 was manual gears, and I was one of the guys that was selected for 1, and I was driving automatic gearbox. And after a while, I actually, I came to the conclusion, if I'm driving automatic gearbox, it doesn't feel right. It's as if I'm slower now, because I got used to the manual gears. And now this season, you and myself, we decided all training wheels off, braking assist off, traction control off, and I can say one thing, Heinrich, it's experience. And something you get used to, but it makes you quick. Your lap times per lap is about second average off, and I think that's going to be the normal as well. We're going to have to go on select different tiers, different settings.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's also why we might see a little bit big differential in times at the moment and not as close racing as what we expected or anticipated, because of the fact that the guys are starting to switch off the system and trying to get faster. At the moment, everyone will go through. There's only about 2 minutes left. Chucky obviously trying from the section, not sure what happened to him though. Jock Nell starting in the comment section. How's it? Jock Nell obviously, I think he's changed his name 3 times, so he will be Jock Nell, if I'm not mistaken, in season 2. His piece and ID, and he's also decided to take off some training wheels and get on board with the difficult driving. So it's going to be interesting Wednesday night to see a lot of the guys have opted to do that, offer up their season really in the first couple of races, trying to get faster. So we'll see. But really in between second, there is still a bit of a gap here between Captain RSA, if you take one Jagger out of the equation. Still a bit of, but yeah, it is qualifying 1. I don't think everyone is showing their hand yet. I don't think this is full fuel mix. I don't think the guys are carrying low fuel. I think the cars are probably 6-7 laps of fuel in. So this is I won't say sandbagging, because it's a strategy that we do. So I'm pretty sure that we will see faster times.
At this point in time, I see Leclerc is in first place and Vettel in 16th. So yeah, the two Ferraris up and at the back.
It's more or less the same as in real life. So I'm pretty sure Donald Vico will then take over the title of Vettel. But quite surprised at the moment with what I see with the Captain RSA. Really big lap times by him. I am currently following Super D around. in the Red Bull. He's obviously part of the Red Bull team, part of my sister team. I also drive for the Red Bull racing team. I know, I think it's Reed, not Reed is the Red Bull guys in Tier 1. I think it's Reed. So yeah, it's I know there's a couple of race engineers tonight also. I know Kinross is a race engineer basically for the Mercedes guys.
I just want to send a shout out quickly here to Boris. He said hi HP and Adrian. Hi Boris, thank you for joining us on the chat. And yeah, we're looking forward to your race on Thursday night.
Yeah, you can catch Barry 01, obviously a big favourite. He will be racing Thursday night in Tier 1. And he's pairing up with his brothers, so it's almost like the Schumacher brothers. Him and his brother Austin up in the racing points. So I'm not sure if Barbie and Ken there. I'm pretty sure Barry will be Barbie. As both Red Bulls pulled the pits here, they basically said they're done for the day. Seems everyone's on the pits except for Ron and Don Rabito. So let's get a bit on
board. Yeah, I'm following
here.
John Rubica here quickly. It looks like he's having a hard time. I'm not sure, but I know he can go quicker. We've seen him in the past in a few sessions and he's quite quick.
Yeah, obviously Ron's quicker as well. I mean, he's in the Alfa Romeo. I want to see if he can get a better lap together. I haven't seen sector 2 times, but it is green, so it is personal best for him. So hopefully that can push him a little bit up the field. See if he can be close. Oh, he's actually for the pit, so he's basically said, look, you know what, 14th is good enough for me, I'm going to it in this session. Happy days. So qualifying, in the first race of season 2, 22 races this season, obviously with new tracks to look forward to Vietnam and Frankfurt. Not sure if that's going to be a driver favourite at all. But yeah, so qualifying one done. I'm pretty sure once Codemaster does what it's supposed to do, we will lose Chucky along the way with this crash. And we'll have 15 drivers. So Don Rabico will go through. He's only 16th. And we'll go through to Q2. And Adrian, so Q2 is going to be interesting. It's going to be what tires are the guys going to put on. I know there's been a lot of debate around mediums, hard, soft, mediums, medium, hards. I don't think anyone's come to a conclusion yet of what is the fastest around Australia on a 50% race yet. But it's going to be interesting to see. And just to take note of that, Antoni has done his time on a set of mediums. We know that there's a second lap difference between the softer compound and the medium compound. So if you take a second from Antoni's time, he's really in second place. So a very good time by him. Also a very good time by Aiden Mason. You can also take a second basically of him. Gia Britta also on the mediums. So yeah, tire differential in Australia really between the soft compound and medium compound is a second lap difference where the soft is faster. And then not much of a difference, Adrian, between the medium and the hard, which is going to make it interesting to see what the cars do.
No, there's not a lot of difference between them, but it's interesting to see what the Mercedes are doing, because I know Vanner and Tones, they are racing as one team, and the race engineer is also on board tonight. Like you said, it's interesting because Silent Knight went out on a soft tyre and Tones on a medium tyre, and there is like three 100ths of a second difference between them, and very, I don't know what Mercedes is doing there, but
look, I always encourage split strategies in a team. Even if you ask my teammate, Man Bulldog, Frans Kotzer, who's also part of the management team, I always like to go for the split strategy because it gives me and him options in the race. It also takes sometimes the problem away of double stacking in the pits. Although we've got the rule that whoever leads gets the option of asking for the pit stop first, obviously being gentleman about it and saying, look, I want to pit on this lap. But I like split strategies. It opens it up for the team. We obviously encourage constructor championship here by giving prize money for that. So I encourage split strategies. It's going to be interesting to see what the guys do in Quali 2. I think if you are relatively fast, there's no burn in doing a double or a split strategy. Maybe put one guy on softs, one guy on mediums, and learn from each other during the race. This is a new game. I know a lot of guys have got 5 lappers and stuff, but 5 lappers is really a waste of time. I don't think you learn anything about the game or racecraft or anything like that. So this is really for a lot of the guys the first real time they get into the car and do 20, 30 laps. So I think everyone's a bit unsure about tyre wear, and also because the difference between medium and hard being so small. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
And at the end of the day, Formula One is sport. So, strategy, I think that's going to be the
Right, so we're just waiting for the guys to, not sure why Captain RSA is out again on the outlap and the qualifying is done. He's probably just going to go into the pits again. Everybody's timing on. We will cross the line, but I don't think that's basically in for the session. He's the only guy on track. And qualifying is officially, and welcome to Codemasters, because it tells me that the time remaining in the session is 0.01 seconds. And Captain RSA is still going strong in an outlap, and the game hasn't stopped yet. So hopefully this is not
interesting
one of the many issues that we will have in this season. Yeah, let's wait for him to finish off and go into the pit. Hopefully he will go into the pit. Not sure why his race engineer sent him out. Got a little time left. Everyone else in the pits just waiting to get on with things. There we go. At last. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for YouTube. And for people watching the stream. Well done, guys. So, yeah. So there we have it. Grimjaw Jagger on top with Captain RSA, Red Fury, Silent Knight, and Super D is your top 5, and strangely enough, from that 5 drivers, 3 of them brand new guys to the league. You've got Antones in 6, and you've got, as we predicted, just want to go down here, as we predicted, is that Chucky will fall out. Donna Biko also out, not sure why, maybe he had a retirement, but he hasn't gone through to Q3, looks to be at Q2.
Right, yeah, so that is interesting. I think it's because Chucky posted a time before,
and also maybe faster than him.
Yeah, if he better the time, he would have gone through. Right.
So as we wait for the drivers to get going. So it's going to be interesting. Let's get some fire telemetry up. It's going to be interesting to see what they will go out with. At the moment, Esotronic has selected the mediums. Razor Mesh has also selected mediums. So is Stones and Ron. So it's going to be interesting to see what the guys do. This is always, for me, the nervous station, because you have got a plan in your head of what you want to do. But the guys sort of like throw a spanner in the works and go out all the engine modes, go out on the soft tires, and then you're in trouble. So, always interesting in qualifying too. I think qualifying too for me is definitely more tight than Q2. But as the guys flopped out, Aiden Mason going out, Esotronic going out, Grim Jagger going out, and Razor Mesh already on track. Fair Blip are also on track. So both fast drivers seem to be out on track. One Alpha. So let's see, at the moment, we've got Aiden Mason on a pair of softs, Esotronic and secret medium, Sean. Then you put the other mediums, you've got Razor Mesh, he's on an outlap. The rest is just sitting in the pit with Tones and Ron. So it's going to be interesting. Adrian, do you think they can make qualifying with secret mediums on?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think qualifying 3, we're going to see most of the guys is going to go out with the soft tire. You know, that final stint or that battle for, you know, for supremacy to get to get in front of the grid. So yeah, I think we're going to see more medium tires this session. But some of the guys will have some softs as well.
I'm not confident that mediums will send you on your way through to Q3. I don't think. With the second lap difference between the softs and mediums, if you must be a really fast driver to put on the mediums to be comfortable that you will go through to the next session, because even if you are relatively fast, it doesn't guarantee you to go through to Q3 if someone else puts on soft and just go out full engine mode, full blast, and have a really good lap. It's just going to put you under pressure. But let's see what the guys get up to. It's going to be interesting to see what Sean does. Sean is in a McLaren, good looking car. So let's see. Let's follow Sean a bit around and see how his lap goes. Just going to get some telemetry up here. There we go. Let's see. So Sean is using DRS, he is using push to pass. Nice exit. Sean can get that. Ooh, nice, very nice. Not really running the curve here hard there. Purple sector 1. So Sean also a tier 2 driver from last season. Obviously this season tier 3. He really gets it together. He had a couple of good races towards the end of the season. I think it gave him a lot of confidence. I'm pretty sure he will be on it tonight. I haven't really spoken about it. Qualifying 1. As we said, Pierre Bertha goes fastest with a 1:24.5 on the soft, but I predict that the times will start tumbling very soon as the guys go fast. But for the moment, we are with Sean. Is it Sean?
Yeah, Sean Townsend, one of the better known drivers.
What a lovely guy. I mean, I had a couple of chats with him regularly and what a guy. So let's see if this gentleman can do something about it this time. And he goes second on a 1:26.3 on the mediums. And then Titus goes fastest on a 1:24.0 on a pair of softs. I think that is definitely not going to be. I don't think the 1:24 is good enough to go through. I think you need to be very close to the 1:22. Track temperature seems to be dropping as there's cloud cover. I'm not sure what the race is going to do. Sean getting nice out of the way.
I just wanted to note it to you now. I see that the times have started to fall off now. Okay, I see Captain RSA just close to the 1:23.4 here. But yeah, I think the track conditions are starting to change now.
Grimjaw goes basically the same time as what he did in Q1. I expect he's running full engine mode, full everything. So 1:21.8, I think that will probably be his time in Q3. We'll keep a close eye on his times Q1, Q3, but that's very similar audio to what he did in qualifying 1:21.8. So a very consistent one. I want to get on board to the but yeah, here we go. So he's in the other McLaren teaming up with Sean, Electronic today. He's just warming up. So we're going to do a lap with him around Melbourne. So he's just getting everything ready. As he claws through the last corner, 40th, 50th, DRS open, probably push the car here. Let's see how he manages. 1, 2. Let's back out. Let's see. Keep an eye on the audio and track limits also quite severe here, and as I say that, I think we're not going to be lucky.
Definitely, Andre, especially coming out of the last corner to start your hot lap. That corner can be very, very, very deceitful, because if you run just a little bit, that slight inch too wide, you validate your lap. And what I noticed as well now, because I'm scrolling through the guys here, and the respect between the guys are quite good. And this is the start of the season. I'm just seeing good things for the season. So the guys respect each other on track. They get out of the way of each other, you know, out of the racing line. They're watching the map with the guys around them, and that's a good thing to see as well.
The red fury, yeah. Whoa, and someone gets in the way. That was not cool.
Aiden Nation. That's a commentating curse.
Yeah, that is not good driving, not good awareness by him. There's going to be trouble for him, I'm pretty sure. Red Fury was on an extremely hot, and you can see he's very annoyed, almost touching him at the back. Red Fury was at a purple first sector on the mediums, and was on for a really, really good lap, and just got jeopardized there. The commentator's cursed. That's something they've put to look out for, Aiden Nathan. But not good driving, and I'm going to say this as it is, and this is what we do in this league. He's been involved in a couple of incidents like this in the last part of season 1. Do you think it's awareness, Adrian? Do you think it is? Do you think the guy gets caught up? It looks like he was on a slow lap. He was going into the pits anyway. Do you think the guys have got their mini-map on, check their mirrors?
Yeah, I think the guys don't check their mirrors and they don't watch, you know, look at the mini-map. Or they can just see the guys coming up behind them. So yeah, there's some guys that still need to focus on that, and just to make sure, just get out of the way of the driver on the hot lap, you know, just get off the racing line and just stay out of the way.
Yeah, that definitely for me, from what you can see on the stream, that's definitely a penalty coming his way for the next race, getting in the way of another driver, and that was a very good hot lap by Red Fury. Like I said, it's perfect sector 1. I was on board with him, so yeah, but currently we are with Tones in the black, and he just invalidates that lap, going a little bit too wide. Mercedes, very nice looking car. At the moment, your drop-off guys will be Shutter Ron, who's probably at the moment somewhere he's in the pits. Aiden Mason, who just saw the incident there, he's back in the track again. Silent Knight, I think it's the time yet, but he has sat in the pits a bit. I think he was just looking at to see what the guys are doing. So let's see what Gunner can get up to. He is currently on a half lap.
He's got the fastest second sector so far.
Okay, so let's see. I've always also been practicing with last night and the play show guys. It's a very tricky section here. If you can manage, you need to be patient on it. That was a very nice team. He goes 7 to 123.9. I think that might be getting for the top 10. Like I said, at the moment, Razor Mesh also he's in that bracket of uncertainty with a 125.9. Esotronic Sean, he's in 11. 1 12. Red Fury, obviously, he started a new lap now after that incident with Aiden Mason. So let's follow him around and see what his sector times can be. He had a perfect first sector round, and he is again on the mediums. So a nice, nice mix-up.
It looks like the nerves are... No, definitely. I see the nerves are starting to creep in there by the Merc team. I just want to check here Red Fury quickly. He's on a killer lap.
He hasn't gone purple anywhere yet. I'm also on board with him. He has done a first and best seems to be in sector 1.
But that McLaren looks so quick.
So it looks planted. He's also a very young driver, all the way from Australia.
Oh, we've got a retirement. One of the Mercs are. Tones is out. He retired. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, you want to get through to the next one. As Red Fury goes past him, you can just see a wheel lying in the middle of the road almost. So definitely lost the back end there. But Red Fury in sector 3 now. I don't think it will be a mission for him to get through. Loses the back end slightly there. They didn't touch the teleport saving him a bit there. Red Fury can keep it together. Nice drive out of the last corner. Which should put him up in the top 3. Let's see what was fixing. Top 4. So a 123.3. on the medium. So a very nice mixture with just over 2 minutes to go. We've got Red Fury on mediums, Captain RSA on mediums, and Silent Knight on mediums. The rest of the guys all on soft.
Yeah, the guys in danger now is Razor Mesh, Isatronica, and
Ron,
Skitter
yeah.
Ron. So.
Ron, obviously new to the game. Very nice guy. So hopefully he can have a good race just to get momentum going. I think the first race is always difficult for anyone. But yeah, like you said, at the moment, with Tones retiring, it makes things a little bit easier. He's Pierre Buerta, still, I would say, almost safety, unless Razor Mesh and Citronic can put laps together. Gerard Buerta also soft, but let's get on board with Razor Mesh here. I think it is Stefan. No, I can't remember Stefan's song. Stefan. When I look for my notes, I can't find my notes. Stefan Murray. There we go. Stefan Murray. After May, he's teaming up with Ron Skitter, also Alpha. So it's going to be interesting to see if Stefan on the 1 to the fast 9, he is on the mediums again. So let's see if we can get to that 1 to the 4 mark and put Pierre Buerta under pressure. Pierre Buerta currently is on track on set of mediums. He's going out again on the top. I don't think he's being safe at the moment. So let's look at his sector times. See if he can improve. I see there is green. It looks like he's on a personal best here.
Oh, and Razor Mesh just runs wide on the quick section there, the quick left right. Lost the back end of the Mayor.
I think Kara just wants to take 5 tenths or so off his time and just be safe at the 3-3. And he goes 9th. Very good, very good. 123.8 by Pierre Buerta, 187. So he's up into 9th. I think with Stefan Razor Mesh obviously making a mistake there. He's probably going to do another run depending on it looks like the speed is okay. Apologies, Sean. And the other McLaren, his teammate obviously in 4th at the moment. I'm not sure if these two gentlemen practice with each other, but
I see Diner went out again because he's in 10th place. I think he's a little bit shaken up by the guy.
Yeah, a little bit nervous. I'm pretty sure if he's just gone out now, I just want to see where he is on track. He's going to cut this. He's going to cut this spot.
It's going to be.
Yeah, I know. I've done that in season 2. I think I crossed the finish line with 1 second to go to start and I was in 15. It pushed me up to I think 6 or something. So that was also a pressure lap on me, and I hate this kind of scenario.
I don't think it's going to make it on you. No, it's not.
14 seconds left. I think that is over for him. Is it? Is it? Yeah, no, go into the pit, save those softs. If you can hear me, Werner. You're not going to make this. So that's him for the session. He's not going to be able to improve. There we go. So at the moment, Sean, let's just see where he is on track. He's done a personal best in that first sector. I'm lying. He's 5 seconds down, so he's not going to improve. Razor Mesh. Things down. Personal best, so that's not going to be enough for him. Yeah,
he jumped out of there.
Yeah, he's going to go for the pit, save those tires, start on what he wants to in the race. So at this stage, we're qualifying physically coming to an end as it just works up the Alpha with us. Electronic, Sean, Razor Mesh, and Ron Skipper, Shutter on.
Wow, Tillman Kills jumping up to 3rd place now.
What a lap by Tillman. So he's in 3rd. 0 to cool. Wow, 0 to cool for you, 4th place. That's very well done by him. Obviously, his teammate Chucky falling out in Q1, so he needs to make up for it. So Ron is still out, but he's got the finish line, so he's not going to improve. Sean is not going to improve. I think he's going to jump into the pit. Yeah, he's done and dusted. Werner is basically done. Yeah, so that's qualifying 2 done. So we've lost Isitronic, Razor Mesh, and Skitter Ron Ron. So we're going to call him maybe Bruce Springsteen. So good. So we're all ready for final showdown. At this stage, I don't think it will be a surprise. Grimjaw Jagger is very fast. Not sure if the guys are holding back on engine modes. And hopefully they are, so we can see them getting a bit closer to him. But Adrian, we've seen this numerous times. It doesn't matter how fast you are in qualifying. If you can't put the race together, you are in trouble.
No, definitely, HB. There's quite a big difference between race pace and qualifying pace, so yeah, it is. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what the guys are going to do. But I'm scratching my head at this point in time because the guys are going out on, different strategies here, and I hope the other tiers are watching, tier 1 and tier 2 guys are watching, because this will give them more indication of what's to come in Oz. So, yeah,
so at the moment,
I'm not sure what's going to happen here.
Yeah, so the only guys that's going to start in the mediums is Red Fury, Captain RSA, which is in 5th and 6th, and Silent Knight. So that's really good by them getting through to tier 3 on a set of mediums. That means they can go just that little bit further into the race. They obviously want to keep it as clean as possible through to turn 1 and 2. But they can go a little bit longer in the race. As we know in FTR, I think in Australia, we had, I think, a pre-season, just before season 1, we had one race there in one tier, and we had a safety car. So the ratio is really 100% safety car that you will see a safety car tonight. But yeah, it's keeping it clean on those mediums. You do not want to lose a wing in the first couple of laps, because that just messes up your strategy.
Right, and Q3 is underway, so let's see. Now it's going to be gloves off, and this is now going to be the battle for, for supremacy, to get your proper grid placement for the start of the race. And yeah, let's see. I don't know, who's going to be your pull? I'm going to go for Grim Jagger.
I don't think there's any surprise here. I think he showed us. I don't think he's got much in the tank left, unless you can go to a 121.5. But he was very close to a 121.8 in Q3. Did a 121, 121.8 in Q2. So we'll get a bit on board with him and see how he manages this lap. But I think it's just the question is has the other guys run at low fuel? Have they run full engine? Have they used the ERS to the max? It's going to be interesting to see if there was some sandbagging. But I expect a front row of Grimjaw and Red Fury. I think those two will be front row. I think second row, if we are lucky, we might get Vertical, a very good place in Q3 on the top, so we might see him and Silent Knight in the second row. So let's keep an eye out. I'm gonna get on board here with Grimjaw Jagger. Just get on board with him as we follow him around this lap. He's obviously one of the new drivers of the season. Shiva Marantela. So let's see his teammate Ravi Cabra, Conrad Buto, was not something that he falling out with Chucky in Q1. So yeah, I'm on board at the moment with Grimjaw Jagger. Let's see, he's selected. Now this is the funny part. Why did you go out on a second.
On medium tyre. I don't know.
With the race engineer
Doesn't
there,
make
but
sense.
he needs a slap or a tank slap or something, because that makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. And maybe just not so much interesting for the viewers. But let's see, maybe this is just a sort of like installation lap for him, just to see what the track feels like. Maybe he'll come through the pits and then put the socks on. But yeah, unless he feels extremely comfortable, maybe he sticks a different kind of tyre strategy, so he doesn't have a lot of socks left. So maybe he wants to do a good lap on a set of mediums. See if that can take him in the top 3 based on his pace, and save his socks for the race, I believe.
No, definitely. You know, if he's going to
traction
go
control
for
was
a...
off on that corner, that man would have been in the wall. So the traction control system was out there. That looked like me. The only difference is that he was facing forward and I was facing backwards. So, but he looks to be, except for turn 1 where he messed up a bit, he looks to be planted. This lorry really looks good on the track. 4th gear, 5th gear. Captain RSA 125, he goes fastest at the moment, but I fear that is not fast enough. It might be good enough for second or third. As I say, that Titus does 2 tenths, just under 2 tenths slower than 127. Very nicely done, very nicely done. This is going to be a quick lap by him. I expect the 128 again, or 121 again. Maybe turn 1 lift him up a bit. But let's see.
Oh,
Silent Night,
and the
121.8.
Oh,
there we
whoa.
go. Engine mode up. We're in the 128. Is Mr. Dagger going to be in trouble here tonight? Maybe he just showed his hand a bit early. So let's see what this
I didn't see that coming.
Oh, 123.0, which is competitive on the limit if you look at the guys that in Q2. But over by 2 tenths, I think 123.3 was a Silent Night's time. So provisional poll, Mercedes 121.894. Mr. Grim Jagger, go and fetch that on your stocks because that's very close to your time in Q2. Titus now in 4th position. Fair Burt are sitting in the pits. I think he's burnt a lot of time. So let's see what Chucky can, sorry, Zero to Pool. Let's see what he can get up to. Obviously, also one of our new drivers, Uncle Smith, pairing up with the Chucky. Chucky lost it in Q1. So he started his lap now. So let's see what this Alpha Tower can do.
I see, sorry, I'm just following Grim Jagger here. He's also on a quick one, but no purple sixes.
Nah, you will not get the 120.
If I was him, I would have, because a medium tire now is not going to work, so I would go and put the soft tire.
Yeah, it was nice for him to see what the time could be like, the 123 there. He's got enough time to put on a pair of socks. But everything's going to be so, yeah, it's cool. Let's see what we do.
Oh, actually, sorry, Matt. I'm just getting reports here. Your mic is really soft.
I'm a soft kind of guy.
We all know that.
I will try to.
You don't mind turning that up a little bit.
I will do that. So, whoever can't hear me, just put your sound on your laptop up. How does that sound?
I'm just following Aiden Nation here, but I see behind him is Red Fury. It looks like he's trying to get a slipstream from him.
See what the cool gets up to here. Go! Nowhere. There's nothing about it. Maybe just
But HP...
I just want to pause here quickly and just get my settings sorted. Yeah, it might be. Let me just set all my So hopefully that will be better. Hopefully everyone can hear me nicely now.
Oh, getting reports already much better.
Ah, good stuff. I'm not sure why anyone wants to hear me really, but well done. Good job.
That's from our racing director, Debbie.
Oh, thank you, Debbie. she's part of the FIA. Well done, Debbie. So Kunal Turi saying here, that wasn't even a fresh set for Silent Night. So if that wasn't a fresh set for Silent Night, man oh man, we're probably going to see a 310s cut off that time. So let's see what Zero to Cool doing. He's gone invalid again. He's on an outlap.
I'm just following Grim Jagger, yeah. He's just fitted a new set of soft tires. He's on his outlap now. I'm going to stay with him now quick to, on his hot lap. To see what looks like it's going to be a nice battle between him and Vano. Silent Night.
Yeah, so I'm here with Captain RSA. He is himself, he's on an out lap, so we're going to see what he gets up to. Ignite saying let's go Super D, and Corman, yeah, Gordon van Rooyen saying commentary is very soft compared to the vehicle sound. I like the vehicle sound to be turned up, Gordon. I like engine modes better than my own voice. If you do not like engine noise, apologies, hopefully my voice is better now. So let's see. So Gordon, if you could just let us know on your side of the stream if everyone can hear me nicely now.
Oh, there's now incident between the FTRF1 Buerta and Grim Jaggers. They've actually not giving each other space on track. And oh, I'm not sure what happened to Aiden and Nathan as well now. He just lost his wheels behind Grim Jagger. Honestly,
yeah, look at, yeah, it's always a fight to see, to battle for track position. Obviously, it looks like the guys might expect rain in a couple of minutes' time, so I think they want to get out, put a fast time on. At the moment, it's only 2.5 minutes left. It's feeling extremely pretty for Silent Night and Captain RSA on the first row. Red Fury and Thorman Kiosk. Definitely Silent Night, that was a wild lap for me.
Well, he fitted a new set of socks now, so I think he wants to better his time. Interesting.
So just interesting, I just want to, Thea Buerta has literally gone purple in sector 2. Unbelievable. So I'm not sure what time he's going to get up here, but it seems like he's the two horses in tandem there with each other. So let's see what Thea Buerta gets up to. He hasn't set a competitive time yet. Hopefully this will push him up at least close to 5th or 4th. So let's see where Kharab joins now. Crosses the line.
Goes 8.
Goes 8. Okay. So, yeah. Super D out in the Red Bull. My sister team runs a bit wide. He's on an outlap, so he's going to start all over again. Torment taking it.
I see Grim Jagger's got a purple first sector.
Yeah, I can't get on board with him because for some other weird reason he's either lagging because his ref count is just, I don't know, is it the same as
Validated his lap.
Is his ref counter just completely full with you, or is it just my side?
It's just on your side.
Okay, cool. So it's probably just a lag from our side. Okay.
But he's out. He's going to start in 7.
Yeah, so 35 seconds left. Silent Night is on track at the moment with a 128. I think he can just well abort this lap. He can save those softs, duck into the pits. I don't think there's anyone who's going to catch him on that time. And wow, Arjun, we didn't expect this. We expected Grimjaw to be very close. Still very weird.
Oh, and Night goes purple first sector.
There we go. So can he improve this? And it just brings me back to why would you go out on the first stint in this extremely difficult section on a set of mediums? Do not understand that. So let's see in sector 3 if he's up or down. Maybe he can just go a bit faster here in the Mercedes. So let's keep an eye. Yeah, he's 4/10 up.
Fast.
So yeah, he can get to a 121.5 here. or below that. So that will be a seriously good time. So let's see if he can put this together. There's no need for him to push, but he obviously wants to get this time on and say, hang on, I fitted a brand new set of softs, take it. As he goes past the second last corner coming through, fourth, fifth, DRS wide open, nice exit. What does he do? He goes 2 tenths fast on a 1:21.6, and that is pole position.
Well
what
done,
a lap.
Werner.
What a lap.
No, it looks like he's going to swap out with one of his peers in Tier 2 for this time.
Absolutely. So, I just want to do something here.
But just shows you, he didn't show his hand in Q3 and in Q1 and Q2, but now in Q3 he started to show his hand and the pace.
Yeah, so I've just set the audio settings slightly. In the game, the guy's saying maybe we should put down the audio settings. We haven't done streams on the new game yet, so we will find that sweet spot between commentary and race and car. Obviously, car sounds are a bit louder. We can get on board with someone, but we want to try to keep it as realistic as possible. So if it means we need to shout,
in normal gameplay as well.
yeah, if we need to stand on the roof and shout from the top of our lungs, then that's what we will do. But we would like to hear the sounds of the cars in the background.
We will do it.
Yeah. So that's it. So qualifying basically done. A first maiden pole position for Silent Knight. Second, Captain RSA. So that's your front row. Second row, Grim George Jagger. He managed to improve, but I think he showed his hand a little bit too early in Q1 and Q2, maybe trying to scare the guys off. Obviously, Silent Knight and Captain RSA not being scared whatsoever. So your second row will be him and Red Fury. We expected them to be on the first row. Tormund Kills, very good performance by him in fifth, followed by 0 to Cool Titus in 7th, Super D in 8th, Geerboot on 9th, and then obviously Aiden Mason retiring from the session with that incident. And if we look at gap to the leader, it's from between first and 9th, 1.6 seconds. It's a lot, Adrian. Not what we expected. We expected a bit, but this is first race of the season. I bet you're going to see the same of that in Tier 2 on Wednesday night and probably Tier 1 on Thursday. Lots of nerves, but yeah, a great session by the Mercedes, popping them in first position. Obviously, the other Merc not having the best of sessions, and that's going to put first Grand Prix of the season. There's no favorite drivers here, Adrian. There's no number 1 or number 2. Werner, I think, will be quite happy with this, because I mean, it's just that puts his stamp of approval on and say, look, I am here, I do mean business. And Adrian, this, I know no one really wants to talk about it or doesn't talk about it, always shy away from it and say, yes, we are friends and blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, when you come to around 11, 12, 13, and you are ahead of your teammate and you are battling for the World Championship, you need to play the number 2 role eventually, whether you like it or not, and help out your teammate if you can.
No, definitely. I think after the first few rounds, you'll come to the understanding in your team that maybe you're the one or maybe the number 2 driver. But yeah, unfortunately, I'm racing with units here, so there's no friendship there, my friend.
No, there is no friendship.
So
it's all about track position. I think it's obviously courteous. I don't think the guys are malicious in whatever they do. I don't even think the incident with Aiden Mason was malicious. I think it was just a mistake from his side. He's obviously going to get penalized for that, and hopefully he will learn from that going forward to Bahrain next week in terms of being more track aware. So while we wait for the guys to pick their setups or pick their car strategies, we are ready for race day here, and this is, and we like to do things differently at FTRF1.com. This is the Australian Grand Prix, but for a change, it's slightly different. It's almost like the Syrian Grand Prix. We call this the Durable Project Grand Prix of Australia. So if you want to find out who Durable Projects is, who they are, what they do, you can go log on to their website. It's at www.durableprojects.co.za. And if you can see on the screen here, this is nice from F1 2020. They give us a prediction there of when pit strategies are supposed to be. You can see a one-stop is on lap 12 to 17. A two-stopper, just 2 laps earlier. So it's going to be interesting to see how far the guys take their softs. But I just feel the sound. I am just going to do some settings here. The sound is just not loud enough for me. Adrian, how does it sound? The car sounds from your side.
I'm going to check with the race director quick. I'm getting a thumbs up from the FIA here next to me. So yeah, sounds it's good on the stream.
Okay, cool. The FIA says it's fine, it's good. So yeah, just getting back to Durable Projects. You can log on to their website, durableprojects.co.za. You can also catch them on Facebook. They're also on Facebook, and really, it's a very well put together website. Very professional. You can see there's a company profile that you can download. There's a contact us button as well if you want to get a hold of them. They're obviously situated in East London, and they're on Facebook, Durable Projects on Facebook. And they are in 41 Beach Road, Nahoon. Hey, it sounds Cancun. In East London. So you can pop in there if you need anything from a project's point of view. They are committed to service excellence and durable solutions. They're fully accredited and registered to perform all electrical installation and repairs. So yeah. A very, very good website. So go have a look at Durable Project. This Grand Prix is sponsored by Durable Project, part of our host of sponsors who's sponsoring Season 2 here at FTRF1 and contributing towards the prize money. So that being said, for now, it's Silent Knight on pole position. He is on the mediums, so he's expected to pit maybe between lap 12 and 17. Let's see how far he can get. Hopefully Codemaster will give us a very nice camera angle here, unlike 2019. So it is going to be 29 laps. It is clear at the moment. It doesn't look like there's any rain forecasted. Everyone sort of like keeping it together on track. We are going to stick with Silent Knight, pole position. Next to him is Captain RSA, Grimjaw Jagger in third, Red Fury in fourth, Tormund Kills and Zero to Cool following up your third row. Adrian, take us through this.
And the Kangaroos are out, and we're heading on, Coach Masters.
We are.
Thank you, Coach Masters.
And we are still waiting for Codemaster. There we go.
And there we are.
And away we go.
Well, it's quite a stint down to the first corner. I hope it's going to be clean.
So Silent Knight keeping it nice and clean. Good start by him. Running very wide there by Grimjaw. The McLaren of Red Fury comes past.
Oh, there's carbon fiber flying. Huge
big
incident.
Problems. Captain RSA in that whole pool of problems. He's lost the front nose. Aiden Nason, again part of an incident. He is in 16th. It doesn't look like there's any movement from him. I want to see if there's any damage somewhere else. It looks like safety car is out.
Our first safety car.
Yeah, first safety car
what is the front runner's going to do now?
So Aiden Nason has retired from the session. His weekend just goes from bad to worse. There is definitely damage on that horse from Captain RSA. He's going to have to pit for a new nose. I want to see if there's any damage on Razor Mesh's car. Yeah, no front wing on the Alpha of Razor Mesh. He's going to jump into the pit. It's going to be a busy evening for the stewards. I want to see if Don Rabico got away from this cleanly.
Yeah, he got away from it.
Yeah, everything looks intact there. Tones. Yeah, he seems to have, he's also got front wing damage. He's going to have to go and pit for that. You can see there's an end plate missing. Shatteron, he looks to be in good shape. And further up the field, I think everyone is in good shape. At the moment, safety car lap 1, incident between Aiden Nason, Captain RSA and Razor Mesh, it looks to be. Silent Knight leading the pack. Red Fury in second. Grimjaw Jagger in third. So pit stop strategy, yeah, as you saw at the bottom of the screen here, everything is just gonna extend to 3 laps. Tormund Kills in fourth, and then Zero to Cool. So it's gonna be interesting. Let's see who's gonna pit and if they want to pit.
We've got the Alpha and the Mercedes in the pits. But I see the Mercedes crew is fitting two new noses to the car for some reason, thanks to Coke.
Maybe just making double sure.
Yeah, I'm making double sure.
Yeah, just making sure.
Same with the Haas team.
Yeah, so if we look at it, obviously as we mentioned earlier, Tones popping into the pits, Razor Mesh into the pits, Captain Osa into the pits, they all were part of that collision. Unfortunately, we didn't see that. Adrian, just give me 2 seconds, please.
Yeah, well, what a carnage start of the new season. But let's see, it's funny that only 2 cars went into the pit, so I don't know, if I was one of the front runners, I would have gone for maybe a hard tire, but it could be also too early into the race, so yeah, it's going to be very, very funny to see what's going to happen. Well, I see the first, if you're going to go one-stop strategy, first pit stop interval is between lap 12 and 17 if you're running a medium hard tire. 2 stops is going to be on lap 8 and on lap 21.
Yeah, so another lap of the safety car. Just watching at the comments here. Dylan is saying it's very easy to get penalties during the safety car. Some people are very unpredictable and hitting him by mistake is common. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, you know, under safety car, the general rule is you obviously try to stay on the clean side of the track, but you always try to follow a different line on the car in front of you. Everyone is trying to heat up brakes and tires and get tire pressures ready, especially if you're driving with the with the traction control off. You do want to get those tires as warm as possible, or else it will just get very difficult on the restart. You might lose the back end. So safety car, it's almost like a formation lap. You need to keep your nerve. And this is where the guts and glory comes in, really, not to be eager beaver. But yeah, Aiden Nason again, unfortunately, in an incident. There will be talks within his team about what's going on there. Incident in qualifying, incident in the race. Not sure what happened in the race there. But unfortunate for him, he has retired from the first race of the season. So no points up for grabs for him for tonight. So safety car should be in almost this lap. Gordon van Rooyen saying thanks for the advertisement for Durable Projects. Gordon, it's an absolute pleasure. It's an honor for us to have you guys on board as a sponsor. And once again, guys, if you've got any projects going on, if you work for a company that's looking for a very reputable company who's certified, pop into Durable Projects.
Jesse from Race Controls. Safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap. Yep, there we go. Great stuff. So safety car in this lap. Everyone will try to get their tires on. Silent Night had such a good start. I just want to, before we get going here.
So
everyone, so extremely comfortable at the moment is Silent Night and Red Fury on most mediums. They're the only 2 on mediums at the moment in the top 5. And if they can keep these guys behind them on the softs for another 3-4 laps, it's going to hurt them so badly on those softs being behind. Oh, and as I say that, Red Fury almost loses the back of the McLaren as they go out in the last turn. DRS not yet enabled. It will only be enabled a lap from now, from the 2 laps after the safety car. Silent Night in front, leading Red Fury, followed very close by Grim Jagger. So let's get on board with the Ferrari. He's on the softer compound tire, so this tire is literally a second quicker than the tires of the cars in front of him, both of them. So I think this is a mission McLaren, or mission Mercedes and McLaren. If they can keep this Ferrari behind them, Adrian, for the next 4 laps, this soft stint of him is ruined. Because the soft is faster than the mediums, but Australia is not the easiest place to overtake.
No, definitely not. Albert Park can be very difficult. The only overtaking zones there is on the main straight, or the easiest ones, and on the before turn 7, so in the second sector. So yeah,
Yeah. So Tormund
very
Kills just falling a little bit back here in 4th position. A little bit of a 3-horse race opening up here. A bit of a gap between Tormund Kills, between Grim Jagger and Tormund Kills. I see someone dropping all the way, and there is contact. Titus and Super D. I think we're going to get another safety car. A big incident there. And Zero to Cool also got caught up in that. Yeah, another safety car issued. A big
while
incident
the safety cars
there.
issue, I see Silent Knight went into the pits now.
Okay, so he went into the pits. A big moment here for Zero to Cool.
Very interesting. He's fitting the soft tire.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's probably gonna. I'm not sure why he wants to do that. Maybe trying to do the same strategy as Grimjaw Jagger. Maybe realizing that they might have an issue with the raw pace in the race. Red Fury deciding to stay out, which I think is the best option for him. He can save those mediums for another 3 laps. So it means that this mediums of him would really have only 1 lap of pure racing. So he can push this mediums, Adrian, probably to lap 20 if he takes good care of them behind the safety car, and then fit the softs where the other guys might fit hards. So Red Fury is sitting pretty cool here. The only guy who's pitted, like Adrian said, Zero to Cool also into the pits in the Alpha Tauri. He was also part of that bingle bangle between Titus and Super D. Not sure what happened there, but like I said, this is going to be a very busy night for the stewards, our race stewards for this evening. Can't remember now. Where's my notes?
The race stewards for tonight is Donovan Duffy and I'm not sure.
Where's your notes?
Actually, just excuse me quickly from the call spots.
So at the moment on lap 5, we've had 2 safety cars on lap 5. One incident caused by Aiden Nason, or Aiden Nason was involved in that, knocking a Silent Knight, and I can't remember who the other one was. And then a second incident between Titus and Super D, bringing out the second safety car. During this whole busy period, Red Fury has decided not to pit. He is still on the medium set. Our race leader pitted from the lead to fit the softs. That is Silent or Captain RSA. Sorry, Silent Knight. He's in 12th position on a brand new set of softs. But other than the top 7 has not pitted. Tones R has pitted. I just want to get some telemetry up on what tires they are on. So at the moment, Red Fury is still sitting pretty on those mediums in front. He's going to get a lot of pressure from Grimjaw, Tormund Kills and Chucky on the softs. Esotronic also keeping very calm during this whole period, not getting involved in any incidents. And he's got a brand new set of mediums on. And then your race leader from earlier, Silent Knight, he's all the way in 12th. I'm not sure why they decided to go and fit the softs. So Debbie Stratham was saying, go Tones. Yeah, Tones needs a good evening. He's been, I know he's been practicing as well. So he's currently in 8th position on a set of mediums. So also sitting pretty, not pitting, not doing anything funny. And obviously Debbie, a big Mercedes fan. Well done, Debbie. Goat Gaming saying, thanks for the commentating. It's an absolute pleasure. Thanks for joining us, Goat Gaming. Hopefully you'll have a pleasant evening with us. There is still 23 laps left of us for tonight. Then you can catch us in Tier 2 on Wednesday night, and then Tier 1 on Thursday night, which is the really fast guys. And then just a shout out again, this race is obviously made possible by Durable Projects. You can catch them on their website at www.durableprojects.co.za. This is the Durable Project Grand Prix of Australia, first round in Season 2 here at FTRF1 Racing. You can catch us on our website with all the driver information. You can see your favorite drivers, their stats, age, nice photos of them so you can see who you're supporting. It's www.ftrf1.com. You can also catch us on Facebook. And as I say that, the safety car jumps into the pits. We are racing again. A brilliant start by Red Fury, opening up that gap nicely. Caught Jagger slightly asleep there. Also, Tormund Kills caught asleep. And now he's under pressure from the AlphaTauri with Chucky. And Chucky's really come from all the way down at the back of the grid. Oh, is he going to go past on the inside? Is he? Oh, he goes through, does he? Leaves him space. Well done. Good move there by the AlphaTauri. He puts himself up into third position. And that's now podium position for him. So great. Now the trick is to see if he can catch Grimjaw, who's slightly going to be kept behind Red Fury. Obviously, Red Fury on the medium tire, so that is the slowest tire between the softs and the mediums. So we'll see how long Red Fury in the McLaren can keep the Ferrari at bay. But a brilliant move there by Chucky into turn 4 and 5, or actually turn 3 and 4, to get past Tormund Kills. So Tormund Kills now losing a bit of ground to Chucky. Isitronic also in 5th now, followed closely by Ron.
But Isitronic is sitting in quite a sweet spot because he's got
Oh, big incident. Chucky has lost it. He's completely lost the car. I'm not sure where, and a virtual safety car's out. So Chucky all the way from 3rd. Commentator's curse, completely lost the car. I think it was in turn 8 and 9. And he's out of the race. So 7 laps only done, and we've lost 4 drivers already.
Yeah, it's a pity. The guys are going to be bunched up now. This is going to play in the hands of Isitronic going 4th. Overtaking under safety car?
I think there was a problem. I don't think that was I think there's issues with the Ferrari here. Not sure what's going on here. But anyway, we are back to racing again. Virtual safety car gives you a delta, which you should stick to. And he might have fallen below that delta, which allowed the other cars to come through. But that, yeah, so Red Fury sitting pretty in 1st position on those mediums. Hasn't pitted. I think it was the right decision not to pit. The other guy that we are looking at, or looking for, is Silent Knight.
Oh, contact between him and the Ferrari.
Okay, so Red Fury and Grimjaw, and then obviously Tormund Kills in 3rd, Ron in 5th. There is a big shebang going on here between Ron and, they're going to go into a drift. No, they don't. Nice space given there by Ron for Isitronic. So very close battle. And as I say that, Silent Knight just whizzes past and just goes past everyone in that Mercedes. The next guy up for him is Isitronic in the McLaren, and really Silent Knight needs to make this work for him. He's pitted under the safety car, put the softs on. It means he's going to have to pit again. He might go for the hards, but effectively he went from 1st to 5th, and he's on the same tire than the guy.
They've got a virtual safety car again.
Virtual safety car.
We lost another driver.
Yeah, and it looks like Ron. No, Ron is in the pits. It doesn't look like we lost anyone. I think it was just an incident maybe. But Ron is into the pits. I'm not sure if that was a drive-through. But yeah, he's gone out again.
Back to racing speed.
Yep. Ertozi, which is probably something to do with Ayrton Senna, saying safety car simulator. It's better than farming simulator, my friend. So, yeah, that's what happens in Formula 1. You get over eagerness. Obviously, first race of the season for these guys. Obviously, also some of them first time really in this F1 2020 game, getting the game quite late. So we can expect incidents like this. So lap 9, we've lost 5 drivers already. So only 11 left. So Red Fury still in front, leading to Ferrari. And as I say that there's a big gap between Grimjaw and Torment. This is going to be a 2-horse race from what I look at things now. This Ferrari needs to get past eventually. Is he going on the outside? Is he? They give each other nice space. He's going to be on the outside. Is he? Oh, there's contact, but what good racing. This is good racing. Oh, and both loses it. And the McLaren loses it as the Ferrari lost his back end. That Mercedes lost his front nose. That gives Torment, and he's going to come past and take second position.
But I see the Grim Jagger's Ferrari's got some nose damage there.
Yeah, he also knocked the wall. I thought both of them was just too over-eager on the throttle when they went out. But Red Fury, big nose damage for him on that McLaren. He's going to have to jump into the pit. Storm and Kills, keeping it nice and clean in second in the Red Bull. Hopefully we can replicate this on Wednesday night. So Torment Kills in second. Grimjaw, I can see there's an end plate missing on the right hand side. He's probably going to just wait for his pit stop to get rid of the softs and someone do the nose as well. Let's see if he stays out. He is going into the pits. Let's follow him into the pits to see what he's going to put on. And Adrian, this will bring Torment Kills as a race leader for the first time in FTR history. He's leading his first lap.
Done.
So,
well done.
And a 5-second penalty for Grimjaw.
And Silent Night win. Now.
Everyone is going into the pits. 5-second penalty served there by Grimjaw. He goes out and he's fitted a brand new set of hards. So this is the busiest time of the session now. So these guys expect these hards to last another 18 laps. So Torment Kills was also in the pits. He put on a brand new set of mediums. I'm not sure if he's going to see the end of the race with those mediums. Grimjaw on a pair of hards, brand new hards. I just want to see. So
this
basically, everyone
actually in a very, very good position now because he's starting to build a quick. He's on a softer tire, 6 laps old. So if he stretches, he has to stretch the lead now to come to take a second pit stop. Yeah,
absolutely. But like
very exciting race.
But like I said, I mean, Silent Night obviously has to pit again. Esotronic, doing all this shebang, he's pitted for a brand new set of mediums. I don't. If he can look after his tires, he's sitting very pretty because he's in second and he probably doesn't have to stop again. Tones are in third position. He's going to have to stop again. He's on 9-lap old mediums. So the gap between Silent Night and Grimjaw is 23 seconds at the moment, 23.4. We'll keep an eye on that because I think pit stop here is probably around about 24 seconds. So as I say that, Don Rabico goes into the pits. Silent Night also into the pits. Let's see if he comes out in front of Grimjaw Jagger. Yeah, he does by a comfortable margin.
Also leading the race for the first time.
So Adrian, not sure what's going on here, but Silent Night spitted again for another pair. I'm talking crap. He served a penalty, looks to be. So he served a drive-through penalty because he just came out of the pit, all the way from first to fifth. Yeah, looks like it because he didn't change tires. Tones is leading the race. Yeah, that's going to hurt him very badly. So Tones currently in the lead, followed by Sean Esotronic on brand new set of mediums. And then Captain Orange A on 10-lap old soft. He's going to have to pit again. Razor Mesh, he's on 10-lap old hard. So yeah, he's also sitting pretty. Oh, and a big incident. Esotronic is out. Lost the car completely. That's another virtual safety car. Just lost the back end. Couldn't keep it together. Lost the front nose. Wheels all over the place. Oh, Sean. It just keeps getting better.
Well, Andrew, to be honest with you, I didn't expect all of this excitement for the first race.
Yeah, I didn't expect so many retirements. Obviously, this is a concern, though. 10 drivers only left. We've lost 6 drivers already. Everyone who's on the wrong tire needs to pit now. So obviously saying that Silent Knight jumps into the pits. This fits him very nicely. He was on 7 lap old. He serves a 5-second penalty.
Also serving a penalty.
Yep, so he's probably going to put on a brand new set of hards. Yeah, there we go, to get him to the end of the race. Good job by the Mercedes guys there. He's fallen all the way back now. And just looking at Grimjaw is sitting again pretty 2-lap old hards. He's not going to have to pit again. He's currently in 3rd. Razor Mesh is going to have to pit again. Tones is going to have to pit again. Tormund Kill is just behind Grimjaw on 2-lap old mediums. And a Red Fury on 2-lap old hards, so he's not going to have to pit again. It's going to be interesting to see if Tormund can keep those mediums till the end of the race. Obviously all his safety cars help with that. And Silent Knight.
Well, it's going to be
yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
Mercedes and Ferrari and the Alphas.
Yeah,
and
Silent. Very strange strategy for me by Silent Knight in general. Not sure why they pitted for soft so early. Yeah, so he's basically done everything that everyone has done with one extra pit stop, and he's in 10th from all the way from the lead. And yeah, it just makes me wonder sometimes. You know, I think it was Jensen Button who said is that track position is key. So if you got track position and you feel comfortable, why pit? So anyway, it is what it is. We are racing. It's lap 14 of 29 of the Durable Project Grand Prix of Australia here in Melbourne. And we've got Razor Mesh in the lead. One of our new guys in FTR in the Alpha. He has to pit again. And as I say that, Tormund Kills is in 3rd. I just want to see who stopped and who hasn't stopped. Yeah, so everyone has stopped so far. Yeah, good stuff. So, but looking at the tires that they fitted, most definitely, Adrian, I don't think the mediums will see them to the end. I think Tones will have to pit again. He's not going to see the end of the race on 12-lap old mediums. It's
I see Tones just served a drive-through penalty.
Oh, that's going to hurt him as well. Racecraft. No, once again, no matter how good you are in qualifying, it all comes down to the race. And race engineers help with that. I strongly believe that race engineers can keep you calm.
Yeah, I think the Mercedes got a little bit of explaining to do after the race.
Absolutely, there is going to be a driver briefing after that. I don't think the race engineer would be too happy with what's going on track at the moment. I think they've got a very good car underneath them. But currently, guys who are sitting pretty on lap 14 of 29, if we don't have another safety car again. And Captain RSA is out. He's lost the car somewhere. You can see that the car is standing on the side of the road, and that is done. Another retirement. Good grief. 7 drivers.
I just got a report that Guy Berta is ghosting on track. He had a power cut.
Yeah, he's been complaining about power cuts in his area. Unfortunately, this is where we are in the country. This is we can't do anything about that. Unfortunately for Gerard, he is still in the points at the moment in 8th, so hopefully he can come back and rejoin. Kunrad Korea is saying a bit of a blunder. Yeah, Kunrad, I believe that you're the race engineer for Red Bull Racing. Sorry, for McLaren, for Mercedes. I'm going to get this right eventually. Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened then. Adrian, maybe we can get Kunrad sometime in and just have a chat to him and understand why the funny, I don't know what you want to call it, strategy for Silent Knight. Obviously with so little drivers left, everyone just needs to keep it on track to get points. But he's put himself on the back foot. I mean, he is literally, I just want to get telemetry up here. So he is,
well, he's 23 seconds behind the leader, so
yeah,
and he's not
but he's not really racing Razor Mesh. If you look at where we are, he's racing the group of Grimjaw Jagger and obviously Red Fury. So if I look at the gap between Red Fury and himself at the moment is 9 seconds, and it's not really coming down whatsoever. And then he's 16 seconds. No, sorry, apologies. 13 seconds behind. No, he is 16 seconds behind Grim George Jagger. But let's get on board with Grim, because he's following Razor Mesh here. Now, Razor Mesh still needs to pit. He is on a 14-lap-old knee set of hards.
Hard tire.
Yeah, so he's probably going to have to pit again. But nonetheless, good driving by the Alpha. It's good for them. He keeps his nicest racing line. I tell you what, this is good. So Razor Mesh, well done, Stefan, on your first race in the league. This is probably the third or fourth lap that you're leading. Good leading the Ferrari past. I think he realizes that that's not his race. He wants to get into the top three. He needs to cover Tormund Kills if he wants to get into the top three. Tormund Kills has stopped. I don't think he's going to have to stop again. And while we say that, we've got the race engineer here for Mercedes, and I really want to have a go at the Mercedes team. And thank goodness you're not the race engineer for Red Bull, because I drive for them and I would have been extremely confused. What's going on, Kunrad?
You see, the strategy wasn't actually going that bad until Silent Knight got a drive-through penalty. That's a bit unfortunate. The strategy was actually going well because he was, I think, third or something, and then he had or second.
Yeah.
And then he had to serve his drive-through penalty. And I know Tones also got a drive-through penalty. He was leading. He was on a one-stop strategy for the hards, so he would at least have gotten a podium. But I mean, it's still a long race. There could still be a safety car, and then Silent is back up with the other guys on the freshest set of hards. So I mean,
absolutely. But this could not from my side. Why put so early for Silent Knight on a pair of softs? I mean, it was under the safety car. Red Fury decided to stay out on those mediums. If him and Grim Jaw didn't have an incident at the same time, losing the back end, that could have been nasty because they had to pit for new wings. But why bring Silent Knight in under the safety car so early? And then just, was it part of your strategy?
No, it wasn't part of the strategy. We actually thought that it was going to cause a flurry of action into the pits because that's what usually happens. So we kind of expected that, but that didn't happen. But I mean, all Silence has to do now is just drive flat out, and yeah, you can still get a podium. And at best the win. I mean, the race isn't over.
Yeah,
there's been a lot of incidents during this race, so yeah, I mean, there's only 9 guys left, so I think...
yeah, that's a concern, obviously. There's 11 laps left, and as I say that, there's only 10 laps left now. But Silent Knight, 8 seconds behind Red Fury for podium position. We know the top 3 guys don't have to pit again. Grim Jaw has pitted, he's on a brand new set or 7-lap-old hards. Tormund Kills on mediums. Do you guys foresee Tormund Kills going into the pits on those mediums? Do you think he can do another 11 laps on those mediums, or do you think he's going to have to pit again?
No, I think he's going to have to pit again. I mean, he's already done 7 laps on those tires. There are still 11 laps left, I think, or 10 laps left.
Yeah, absolutely,
so
11 laps.
So much to ask because usually you have to pit with mediums. The absolute limit is lap 16. Otherwise the tires just completely fall off the cliff. So I think he might have to pit again for softs.
Yeah.
So I think the podium position is Silence.
Okay, so Kunrad, so your aim obviously for before you're ready to go, Silent Knight obviously trying to get past Tormund Kills and maybe catch Red Fury on his way. Plans for Tones, what is the best he can do from at the moment? He's in 7th. Guys in front of him don't have to pit except for Tormund Kills. Do you think he can maybe get to a top 5, just 2 seconds adrift from Razor Mesh?
Like I said earlier, it was looking quite good for him early in the race before he got that drive-through. He was leading. So, I mean, I just think the guys need to relax for the next race, just take things calm and not speed under the safety car, because I believe that's what both of them did.
Yeah, that's naughty. You need to have a good chat with them.
But I think fifth is definitely still achievable for him. He just has to drive his heart out and not make any mistakes, and I think the position it is. But yet again, we just have to wait and see. He's only got 3 laps, as I say, 4 laps now on the tires, so I think he's still got a lot of life left in him. And the other guys are on much older tires, so I think at the end of the race, with about 2 or 3 laps to go, he's going to be right behind him.
Absolutely, and while you were talking, he's just cut off 0.6 of a second on that lap. from Razor Mesh in front of him. So we are going to let you go, Kunrad. Thank you very much for joining us on the comms box. You can catch Kunrad. He's racing in Tier 1 on Thursday night, which is the big guns. You can catch Kunrad Fourie on Thursday night live on YouTube and Tier 1 in Australia. Thanks so much, Kunrad, and all the best.
Thanks for having me, guys. Cheers.
Thanks, man. Adrian, interesting.
Thanks,
Both
Kunrad.
drivers being extremely naughty. I think he's going to have a good chat with them.
Yeah, no, naughty boys, naughty Mercedes boys.
I think Kunrad had a very good strategy planned for the guys, obviously, and that's what I said in the beginning of the race, is that you need to keep your formation laps clean, you need to keep safety car laps clean, and don't do stupid things like speeding under the pit lane, and don't lose a nose. And really, Silent Knight, I think he had enough pace tonight. So as I say, that Tormund Kills in the pits, he fits a pair of softs. This might just work for him. Silent Knight goes fast. I just want to see if Razor Mesh comes. He's not going to make it through. Neither is Tones. So Tormund, very good decision by him. They're getting on the softs. He is now 18 seconds behind Silent Knight. He's got 9 laps to go. He needs to catch Silent Knight by 2 seconds a lap to get a podium. Barring that there's no big penalties. So let's keep an eye on that gap. It's now 18 seconds as he crosses the line. So let's keep an eye out on what he can do there.
Well, the other thing we have to note as well, the track limits, the penalties afterwards, was like this direct. The penalty stacking up tonight. 2 incidents on track, and the penalties went haywire. We've got
Absolutely. So while you're talking about that, let's have a look at the penalty systems here. So let's look at the guys in front. So obviously we look at Grimjaw Jagger in the Ferrari. So the only time penalties I can see is Super D has served this one. Chuck is obviously out of the race. Silent Knight served his time penalty. Gia Bertha served this one. The drive-throughs were served. Yeah, there's no big penalties, Adrian, as I go down the list here. That's going to cause a major upset for us in terms of race trim. So no big surprises waiting. I think if the Mercedes guys were hoping that penalties would get them in there, Silent Knight now just 5 seconds away from Red Fury, catching him extremely quickly. So let's keep an eye on Silent Knight. So that gap is 5 seconds. Tormund Kills. The other guy that we're looking at was Tormund. So he's come down on that lap. He's taken just under a second away from Silent Knight. So catching him almost a second a lap, that's just not going to be enough, Arjun.
No, it's definitely not going to be enough HP. And what I noticed well now, the guys in 5th, 6th and 7th, the battle for 5th, the guys were extremely close to each other as well. So yeah, and at this point in time for the constructor, the most points is going to be scooped up by Mercedes. But yeah, the race is still long and the fat lady has to sing before we can, make the acquisitions. But yeah, the top 3 runners are on the hard tyre with Silent Knight on the youngest tyre of the lot. So, and Tormund Kills is also starting to catch Silent Knight by a second a lap.
Yeah, so at the moment, if you look at getting that extra point, remember, in F1 2020, if you are part of the top 10 and you do get the fastest lap, that gets another point added to your World Championship and also to your constructors. So at the moment, the fastest lap, if I look at things here, is a 1:25.8.
Oh, sorry. I see Silent Knight just... I think Red Fury made a mistake.
Oh, and it's wheel to wheel. We're going to get on board with him here. Goes out on the outside, keeps it together on the back. So let's get on board here with the McLaren. He's now Silent Knight in second. And, oh man, big moment there for Red Fury, our Australian driver, all the way from Australia. I can't remember where.
Yeah, Red Fury is having his home race tonight.
Yeah, home race for Red Fury, for Jaden Shaw. No, it's not Jaden Shaw, I'm talking crap here. I think it's a home race for Red Fury. Let me just double check my information before say funny things.
No, you're right. Red
I am
Fury is
right.
from Australia.
Yeah, there we go.
And we dived into the pits.
So Regan Singh in the McLaren, he's all the way from Australia, so he jumps into the pits. He's putting a brand new pair of softs on. I think he wants to go for the fastest lap. At the moment, the fastest lap and a new nose cone. The fastest lap at this stage belongs to 125.8, which is Torment Kills. So that will be for him one extra point. He's currently in the top 3.
Third position.
Yeah, Red Fury coming out in front of Razor Mesh. He's now got 6 laps to chase down Torment. Let's get that gap up to see where we are. So let's have a look here. So Red Fury is... I don't want the leader, I want the intervals. So Red Fury is behind Torment by 14 seconds. So let's keep an eye on that. The 125.8 is the fastest lap. Let's see if Red Fury can get to that fastest lap. But at the moment, it is your race leader, Grimjaw Jagger. Kept it clean. He's in the lead comfortably by 12 seconds. This is just race. He just needs to manage now, Adrian. There's no pressure on him. 12 seconds in the lead. He's on the same tire as Silent Knight. I think Silent Knight also, this is just going to be control for him. Make peace with the fact that you're not going to win the race tonight unless there's a big drama somewhere or a safety car. But keep it clean, don't stack up penalties. He is 11 seconds behind Grimjaw Jagger and 15 seconds ahead of Torment Kill. So he's in a very lonely second position. Probably going to ask his race engineer if he's hydrated and if he's sanitized. And then Red Fury, he's cut down that gap dramatically. It's now down to 12 seconds. So
I see Tones also jumped into the pits again for a new set of mediums. It's
yeah,
a little bit late in the race.
Yeah, look, I don't think he's got anything to lose at the moment. I think they just put him onto fresh rubber.
He's in the points.
He's in the points.
He can still make one position up.
Yeah, he's 1.5 seconds behind Ron. So he can probably aim for 7th. I don't think anyone else has to pit again. It's just going to be interesting to see, Adrian, if we can just keep an eye out on the fastest lap and see if Red Fury does take that fastest lap. We've done a 126.7, which is still slow compared to the 125.8 by Torment. But a good race by Torment Kills. And let's not take anything away from Torment Kills.
We've got Torment Kills still on the fastest lap, so it's an extra point still added to him.
Yeah, so 4 laps to go. And as we get, I want to get on board here with Tony. Tones R, he's behind the Alpha of Ron. Let's see if he can get this Merc. He's on fresher tyres. DRS wide open. I don't think Ron's going to fight this much. I think he realizes new tyres. DRS, let the man come past. He's got his own race. He's 8th at the moment, so that's 3 World Championship valuable points for him on the first race. Tony also just build up that gap. Oh, and as I say that, he loses
Tony
it.
runs wide.
Oh man, not having the best of races at the moment. So Red Fury has taken that gap down to 9 seconds.
Red Fury went just for the fastest lap as well.
Awesome. So he's now 9 seconds behind Torment, and he's got 4 laps left. 2 seconds a lap. More than 2 seconds a lap. Do you think it's possible? Maybe catch him, but probably not gonna pass him before the end of the race.
And I just want to go to the comms box quickly. I just want you guys to vote for your driver of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're following the stream, if you are listening to me and Adrian here, give us a shout in the comment section. Who's your driver of the day? Adrian, before we get to that stage, driver of the day for yourself?
Say again, sorry?
Driver of the day for you?
I'm going to have to go with Silent Knight because he's been up and down this grid ladder it's actually absurd because I mean he started the race first, he went all the way back to the back. He was on a 2-stopper. I think he made 3 stops to the pits, and he's in second place now. So I'm gonna have to go with him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Tormund Kills. I think he really stuck it out. He was absolutely nowhere. He sort of like just stuck to his guns. Position changes. He made up 2 positions. So I'm gonna go for Tormund Kills. I think I'm gonna go with him. Podium position for him. That's well deserved from him. So my driver of the day, Tormund Kills. So Ertoz is saying the safety car driver. Yeah. Yeah. He might also be driver of the day. Maybe he's put up the fastest lap. You never know. But it is just, it is expected first race of the season. So yeah, and this is tier 3. Some of these guys, the first time that they are doing the game, or exposed to F1, didn't have 2119, just got into the game in 2020. So I think this is a big learning curve for everyone. This is our first league race in the new game, so lots to be expected in terms of safety cars and incidents. So yeah, I don't just give me 2 seconds.
We're just moving into the final stages of the race. Oh, Grim Jagger can just keep it clean and he can't because there's nobody chasing him. He's having a race by himself now, so he's aiming at speed now to finish your lap. He's on an ultimate lap now. Still on Silent Night as well, driving on his own. Yeah, it's quite a big gap between the top 3 guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, like I said, Grim George just needs to keep it nicer together. Silent Night, obviously, well ahead of Torment and well behind Grim Jagger, so very spread out now. Red Fury has cut that gap down to 4.7 seconds. Believe me, he's doing everything. He's pulling a Lando Norris on himself, but he is unfortunately going to run out of laps. I think if this was another 2 laps longer, he probably would have caught them. Also saying that, you don't know if the softs would have taken this punishment that he's putting them through for so many laps. But you can see he's exploiting all...
sorry.
Yep.
Silent Night just had a little bit of a hiccup there in Sector 2, and Tormund Kills actually brought down that gap to 3 seconds now. So
and he is on the softs. Naughty by Mercedes, and I think Kunrad.
I think
that's it.
And he's got wing damage as well.
Yeah, I think he's got wing damage. I don't think the tires is a problem. He's got bad damage. Torment's gonna come past on the inside, is he? Yes, he is.
Oh, there's a little bit of...
No, he just ran him out of the road, which is, he was definitely on the inside line. Yeah, a Silent Night. My word. My word. And he goes into the pits. And Red Fury is going to pass him. Yep, there we go. So from second, last lap drama. I think these Mer guys, Toto Wolff must be hitting something. I'm not sure what or where. Maybe a contract, maybe money. But not happy. This brings Tormund Kills into second, Red Fury into third. So he can stop chasing. Although, he's 2.9 seconds behind Tormund. And second place with... Nah, he's not going to make it, unfortunately. But Silent Night leaving the pits now. Razor Mesh coming down the pit lane. Is this going to be close? Yeah, he gets in front of Razor Mesh in 4th position.
That was a good call by Mercedes to pit Silent Night. He lost 2 positions and he still kept his position.
Yeah, he didn't keep his position, unfortunately. He was second in this now.
Yeah, he
down to
didn't keep
fourth.
his position, but you
Yeah,
know, with the damage car, he lost 2 positions, and
I
he
would have.
managed still to come out of the pits in
I
first
just
place.
would have stayed out. I don't know. Not the race engineer, difficult to call. But let's get on board with our race leader. This is his last lap. Grim George Jagger, fastest in Q1, fastest in Q2, ended up on fourth on the grid, if I'm not mistaken, in Q3. Had an exciting race, and he finishes up in first position. So there's your race winner in the first episode of this 22 episode season 2 at FTR. Brilliant drive by the Scuderia Ferrari team. First place for him. Torman Kills in the Red Bull. Brilliant drive. My driver of the day. Adrian, you want to change your drive of the day? Not yet?
No, I'm gonna stick with Silent Night.
Red Fury,
brilliant
brilliant drive by him in the McLaren into third. Disappointing, I would say, fourth for Silent Night. I think they had the race win. So fourth for Mercedes, sixth for Mercedes. Tones also not having the best of races. Ron.
Well, I just want to note to you quickly, fortunately Codemaster select driver of the day.
Pardon me?
Codemasters will select the driver of the day. That's a new feature of the 2020 version.
Yeah, Codemaster. I don't trust Codemasters. Not yet. Not yet anyway. Not yet anyway. Driver of the day, Tones. There we go. Tony, our driver of the day, picked by Codemaster, and we'll stick with that. But as you can see on the podium, brilliant drive. Adrian, maybe see if you can get any one of them into the comms box. Let's see if they're available. So first position, the Ferrari team with Grim George Jagger. Second position, a brilliant drive by Tormund Kills. And in third position, Red Fury, all the way from Australia. His home race, podium. There we go. Well done, young man. Well done to the three of them. And a brilliant race. So as you can see there, final results, Grim George Jagger winning the first race of the season. Tormund Kills in second in Red Bull. McLaren finishing up in third with Red Fury. And then it's a Mercedes in fourth, very disappointing evening for them. Alfa Romeo in fifth, a very good race by Razor Mesh. Antoni, our driver of the day, in sixth position in Mercedes. Ron in seventh in the Alfa Romeo. Finishing up is Don Rabico in eighth position. Giaberta in ninth. He lost connection somewhere along the line with electricity issues, but he did finish up in ninth. And seven retirements tonight.
I'm just trying to get the drivers in here.
That's fine, Adrian. So if we don't get any of them in, I think we'll call it an evening. So once again from our side, everyone, thank you very much for joining us for the first race in Season 2 with Tier 3. You can catch us on Wednesday night. That will be Tier 2. Lobby opens up at 7:15. We'll have a qualifying starting at 7:30, maybe a little bit earlier than that. Will also be the Durable Project Grand Prix of Australia here in Melbourne. And then that's followed by Tier 1 on Thursday night, which is the fast drivers. You can catch all the results and all the race stewards reports as soon as they're available. They will be on the website www.FTRF1.com. You can just go to race standings and go into that tier that you're looking for and go and have a look at the standings. But before we go, before I say goodbye, Tormund Kills here, a brilliant second position in the Red Bull. Obviously, Red Bull, my team as well. I drive for Red Bull, so I'm extremely happy to see a Red Bull on the podium. Well done.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. It was a very tough race. I'm actually sweating as we speak right now, but it was a very tough race.
I can hear you're a bit out of breath. It was obviously one of those races where there was so many incidents, so many safety cars. You get confused and hooked up on when you should pit and when you shouldn't pit. But in essence, I'm not sure if you guys had a race engineer for this evening, but you kept it together.
Yeah, we did have. So we've got a race engineer. I started in P5. First corner I took P4, I think. I had a 2-stop strategy, so I stopped twice. I think that's why I then ended up, I think, 25 seconds behind Grimjo, who had a 1-stopper. But it was a good race, clean race. Didn't have any incidents. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And your pace didn't look bad whatsoever. I mean, Silent Knight, a huge mistake by him on the second last lap. You just went past. You were on the right tires at the right time. Dude, this podium was coming. I mean, even in season 1, you were threatening for podiums. It was thereabout. You know, I get excited to have you in the comms box, and then you have a penalty, and then I don't talk to you. Tonight, you just kept it clean.
Yeah, kept it clean. I think that's the trick with Australia. Too many penalties. I kept it. I think I had one time 3-second penalty. I think that was all, which was great. I'm happy for that.
That's actually brilliant. Yeah, that's actually brilliant. So Bahrain next week. Definitely not one of my favorite tracks. Hopefully, it's one of your favorite tracks, so you can give me some pointers from the Red Bull side. But as a Red Bull driver, I'm extremely happy for you, buddy. Well done.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
I think it was a good race, Tapiwa. Adrian, anything for Tapiwa here?
Nah, I just want to say, brilliant race for you. I think you made Heinrich very proud tonight because he was just raving about you.
Yeah, I was a bit biased, I think, in the comms box about the Red Bulls. It's probably because I'm driving one. But yeah, but well done again from my side. And yeah, if you want to...
Honestly, brilliant race. It's cool to do a race, and you know, you chase your pit stops accordingly, and you did a very, very well job tonight. And you actually led the race as well for the first time in the league. So
Well Tapiwa, who's the race engineer tonight for Red Bull?
My friend called Bab. He's Super D's younger brother, my teammate's younger brother.
Okay, you might need to get him in for the Tier 2 Red Bull team as well. But anyway, you can catch Tapiwa again. He's next week up on Monday night. They're doing a Bahrain. So Tapiwa, well done and congratulations on your second position, buddy.
Sure, thanks. Cheers, boys.
Thanks, bud. Oh, John, anyone else in the comments box with
us? We've got Red Fury here.
Already. Hey, yeah. Hey, what a race! I think you expected second in the first couple of laps. You kept it nice and clean. I absolutely love the fact that you didn't pit under the safety car. You stuck on the mediums. I love that by you. I was questioning why Mercedes was pitting under the safety car. But you kept it clean. And then that moment when you come out of, I think it was the last, or that second to last fast S's, you and Grimjaw both lost the back end. And you ended up worse than him. I think you had to go for a new nose, and then Grimjaw also had to pit. Yes. Yeah, I also found that the mediums in the practice sessions, but it's not irregularly that we can say that you are from Australia, if I'm correct. And this is your home race, so a podium, staying in Australia, so you must be happy with that. I mean, it's valuable championship points. It's the first race of the season. There's still 21 to come. You know, effectively, you're second in the World Championship after round 1. That must make you feel good. And I think from all of us here at the team, you know, we want to say thank you to you. I'm not sure if it's morning hours there by you, probably early morning hours. But well done on the commitment and joining us, and brilliant from you. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm obviously not listening to the stream, but we'll take you through that a bit later on. It's just you need to set your party settings of your mic to broadcast all. But we'll take the guys through that again, or else no one can hear you. But it's something that we can just change later. But listen, from our side in the comms box, before we say goodbye to everyone, well done. I think it was a brilliant race by you, Regan. And thanks for the commitment and getting up in the early hours of the morning in Australia to race with us. Well done, buddy.
No, thanks a lot.
Yeah, you can go and watch the stream and feel proud. So well done, Regan. Good job, buddy. It's an absolute pleasure. Thanks, Regan. Right, Adrian, have you got anyone else? Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Our race winner just went AWOL.
Okay, I think he went champagne or whiskey. But from my side, Adrian, thank you very much for joining me in the comments box. Thanks for this big moment in the FTR, I would say, chapter of having 3 tiers. We're very blessed. So thank you to everyone watching tonight. Thanks for all the comments on the stream. Our driver of the day was Tony. We'll keep track of that during the season and let you know who was the driver of the season based on Codemasters. But a good showing, a little bit hairy on all the safety cars. A big shout out to Artozi or Etozi for keeping me laughing here on the other side of the comms box with the safety car being driver of the day. Well done on all the comments, guys. And then you can catch us again on Wednesday night for Tier 2, and that will be it will be the Durable Project Grand Prix of Australia. So before we say goodbye, pop into their website. It's www.durableprojects.co.za and go check them out. Adrian, thank you very much from my side, and looking forward to seeing you on track on Wednesday. Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure.
Thanks a lot. See you on Wednesday.
Brilliant. Thank you, everyone, and have a great evening. Cheers, ciao, tot ziens from my side.